fine at home? Yes. So, in the previous class, we have studied the second chapter, that is A Fish and a Gift, written by Liesl Jobson. Okay. So, in that class, I have explanation I have given. So, once again, I am going to explain this chapter in a short. Okay. So, before we start this chapter, I will tell you about the writer. Writer name is Liesl Jobson. She is a lady writer. Liesl Jobson is a South African writer, musician, photographer. Her poetry and prose have appeared in various journals and anthologies in South Africa and internationally. She was born in Durban, South Africa. She received first prize in the English House Poetry Contest 2003, and her poetry was performed at the Art of Survival's exhibition of the University of Alaska Fairbanks Women's Art Group. So that was the short knowledge of the writer. Now I'm going to start the story here. A Fish and a Gift. So here, as in the previous class, I have shown you the book. Once again, I am going to show you the book here. Textbook is here. All of you look at here. So see children, here is the second chapter, A Fish and a Gift. I have shown you in the previous class also. Once again, I am going to show the book. Now see what is written. One special Friday, Yusuf father get dressed before a flicker of light brightened the sky. So here the author says that on a special Friday, Yusuf's father get dressed up very early in the morning, and he says to Yusuf that today I am going to bring a gift for you, and Yusuf was very excited to hear this. What the papa is saying? Today is the day I'll catch a fish and bring a gift home for you. And what the Yusuf replied? A fish and a gift. Oh, what will it be? Here in this line, look at there. The papa is saying that today is the day I will catch a fish and bring a gift home for you. And Yusuf is saying that, okay, a fish and a gift. So he was very excited about the gift. In the next page, Papa cycles down to Mosenberg Beach. Squeak, squeak, go the wheels all the way to Surfers Corner. Here in this line, before Papa cycles down to Mosenberg Beach, where he usually go for fishing. So in the mid of the way, here when he is going for the fishing, he cycles down to the Mosenberg Beach. He is going with a cycle to the Mosenberg Beach, and what is there? What he can see there? What will Papa bring? What will Yusuf father bring from the ocean? Who is talking about? The birds, the seagulls are talking about. They are saying that what will you bring back for Yusuf? The seagulls are asking. And what the papa is saying? Wait and see what it will be. What the papa is saying? Wait and see what it will be. Okay. Here, papa is saying that you wait and see what I am going to bring the gift. In the next line, always Papa sings a song. He sings the song while he pulls the oars. He sings the song as he winds the rope. So, what the song Papa is singing? Drop and swish, find a fish, pull and plop, don't you stop. This was the song Yusuf's father is saying when he is going for the fishing. So in this line, the author says, the author is saying that now the boat is in the sea and the papa is stretching his arms in order to row the boat with the help of the oars. Oars, all of you children, you know that, which we are using to pull and push the boat. So after that what happened? The boat rides into the waves. Papa's arms stretch to the oar. His legs braces against the side. So his leg braces against the side. That means that father's legs are the sides of the boat in the order to maintain a proper balance. So he can balance the boat. So let's move on to the next page. Sometimes he brings a jewel green bottle rinsed by the waves. Sometimes he brings a beautiful shell. Okay, some days Yusuf's father brings a story like the time they found sea turtles on the sand, 100 washed up in a storm. Okay, so here the author is saying that is not the first time the Yusuf's father had a promise to bring the gift for Yusuf. It's very common because every time Yusuf's father brings a gift for Yusuf, like bottle, shell, and sometimes he brings a story also. Okay? So what happened? Once there was a big storm, so all the turtles together are found on the sand. So sometimes he is bringing the turtle also. So whenever Yusuf's father is fishing, he is not alone. See the next line, what is written there? Yusuf's father and uncle and cousins heave and pull. So here, whenever Yusuf's father is fishing, he is not alone. His uncle and Yusuf's cousin as well accompany Yusuf's father. So next, see we are going to move on the next line. Next page. A little shark has been caught. It twits and thrashes about. Yusuf's father untangles the nets. When the shark at last is free, it streaks back into the waves. A hard wild triangle catches Papa's finger. So here the author is saying that a little shark has been caught in the net and it was trying to go away. Thrashing means trying to go away. So what Yusuf's father did? He untangles the net and let the shark free. So it streaks back into the net. What is streaks? The speed. Okay, the shark moves in a high speed. That is called streaks. So, but at last, Yusuf's father observed that his finger is being caught up with a white triangle type of thing. And you know children, what was it? In the previous class I told you. Yes, it is correct. That is a shark tooth. So again, when he returned home, again the seagulls are asking, what did you bring for Yusuf? What did you bring for Yusuf? And Papa answers the girls, a lucky shark tooth for my boy. Yes, what the Papa brought? The seagulls on the moves which he met while coming to the beach are again asking the same question, that when he is back to the home. Okay, so the Papa answers the seagull that a lucky shark tooth I brought for my boy. At home, Yusuf holds this gift up to the stars excitedly. Means he was very happy when he received the gift from his father. So he was showing to the stars to see, and my Papa brought this gift for me. So he was very excited. So that was the story, children. Okay, now you have understood the story here, and in the previous class, So children, in the previous class, I have given you a small homework, a small exercise. You know that? Exercise A. Number the following sentences according to the order in which they are occurred in the story. There are some sentences are written there. Okay, so I told you to arrange in the order. You have to write only the number. All have written the correct number? Yes, I hope so. So I am going to write this numbers on the board. Please see that. Children, before writing the answer, I will write the sentence again. That will be clear to you. Here you can see exercise A. See, first one. I am going to write the sentence. The shark twist and thrashes in the waves. This is the first sentence is written there in your book. Second one. The boat rides into the waves. Third one. Yusuf's father and uncle and cousins heave and pull. Next one. Papa cycles down to Mozambique beach. Next one. Last one. At home, Yusuf hold his gift up to the stars. This was the exercise I have given to you children for the homework. These sentences are not written in the correct order. I told you because I have explained the story, so I told you to arrange in the order. So we are going to write only the numbers. So first sentence, what it will be? The first one. What is that? Papa cycles down to Mozambique beach. So all of you, when you will get the textbook, you will write here number 1. The second sentence will be the boat rides into the waves. This is the second one. Third one. Yusuf's father and uncle and cousins heave and pull. That is the third one. Okay, and fourth one. The shark twists and thrashes in the waves. This will be the fourth one. And the last one. At home, Yusuf hold his gift up to the stars. That is the fifth one. So your order is 4, 2, 3, 1, 5. This is the answer. When you will get the textbook, you will fill this answer in your exercise A. Rest of the answers, rest of the exercises I will give you the later. But in the exercise A, you will fill this number only. Okay? When you will get the book. See children, when you will get the book, write this numbers in your book. Okay? Only write the number in your textbook. Okay, now I'm going to erase this exercise. We will do some other copy work. So children, here now I'm going to write the word meaning on the board. This word meaning you write it in your copy when you will get the copy. In the rough copy you can write it when you will get the classwork copy or book. So in the classwork copy you write this word meaning of lesson 1 also and lesson 2 in with the pencil. Don't write with the pen. I know up to class 3rd you were writing with a pencil, so now you are eagerly waiting for that for class 4th, because you will get the chance to write with a pen. So here don't use the pen, write with a pencil only. Okay, so I am going to write the word meaning. In your classwork copy you will write like this. See, the first word is flicker. Meaning is tiny movement. Second is winds. Means coils. Third one is braces, and the meaning is presses. So see the children, the first word is flicker. F-L-I-C-K-E-R, flicker. Meaning is tiny movement. Clear? The second word is winds. W-I-N-D-S. And the meaning is coils. C-O-I-L-S. The third word is braces. B-R-A-C-E-S. Braces. The meaning is presses. P-R-E-S-S-E-S. So in this chapter there are only 3 meanings you have to write down. Okay? So there are only 3 meanings in this chapter you are going to write in your copy. Question answer you will get on the school website. You can download from there and you will write it the question answer from there with the pencil only. Use pencil only while writing. Okay? So here children, word meanings are here. Okay, it is clear to you, and word meanings are there on the school website also. Question answers you will get on the school website. See how it is given in the website, the same question answer you are going to write in your classwork copy with the pencil. Okay, so we have done with the second chapter also. In the next class we will meet you. We will meet you with the next chapter. I will meet you with the next chapter, that is third chapter. You know what is that? The train. The train is the beautiful poem. It is a poem. Okay, so we will study the third chapter in the next class. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you.